Good morning, Kiss Country.
Morning, Lee Brice here.
Hey, Lee Brice here. Good morning.
What's going on?
Dude, let me tell you what. If we were any better, we'd be you.
There'd be four of you.
Yeah.
We are so excited for your show tonight in Bossier.
Oh, man. Fun.
So,
We've had a great summer, but, this is our last weekend for the Label Me Proud Tour, so we're going to go out with a bang.
so when you come to Louisiana, what's something that you have to eat?
Well, I mean, the normal. I mean, gotta either try to find some shrimp and grits somewhere or a good po' boy, one of those.
Oh, he said shrimp and grits live on the radio. Oh, my God.
Everybody's getting wrecked trying to go.
You know, one of the things that we were talking about here a couple of days ago, have you been back here since 2014 when you came with Luke Bryan?
Yes. Yes, I have. I mean, I have been in the area at least. Trying to think of what I did specifically there, but I mean, I know I've been through there, and I think we've gone and done an event there. But I've been around, man, and it's
That's the rumor on the street, anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, I've been around. My brain, it can only fit so much in this head of mine, and stuff gets pushed out, and I get new stuff in.
Right?
Well, you know what? You started off, writing. Did you ever write a song that later on you went, God, dog, I should have kept that one for myself?
No, I mean, the ones I've had cut, especially early on, those big ones that were personal to me.
Yeah.
More Than a Memory and Crazy Girl, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, I was going to record that stuff, but, man, at the time I was so broke I couldn't afford to put cheese on my burger, so I was so honored and happy to have, my hero record a song and my buddies record a song, and it was, Song of the Year. So those songs are songs that, I still love to play, and I still, hey, I might even record them one day, myself and have my own version of them. But, I don't regret it. Now, I don't regret it because it sure helped me through some tough times.
Okay, so here lately, dude, I have fallen in love with soul. Bristol and I were talking the other day. I was like, that might be the greatest song recorded in the last 10 years. Would you humor us for just a sec and just sing a little bit of that for us?
I like your soul, baby. You got that heart made of gold, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at him
God.
go. Of course, Gary said it could have used a little bit of steel guitar.
Yeah. It's funny. I was when I heard that song for the first time, it was kind of the most out there, odd, weird sounding demo thing, old. And I was like, man, but then the next day I caught myself singing the song I didn't know.
Oh, that's an earworm, right?
And
Just
I was
gets
like,
in
yeah,
there.
I was like, man, yeah. So I was like, maybe I revisited it. I was listening to it, and I thought, if I put my spin on it and record it kind of just in my world a little bit, I felt like I had to do it just to see what would happen. Even if it didn't turn out, because it's not like it has some big crazy, like, word, twisted, country hook.
Mm-hmm.
It just has an earworm in it, and it feels good, and people sing it immediately, and it makes you, it just feels good to ride down the road. So I did it, and I was like, wow, it turned out really cool. So I did pull it so far towards, like, say, this country world that we live in. And I love steel guitar, and I love a lot of the acoustic, and that's just my deal, But I felt like soul landed where it needed to.
So when you do that, like tonight, you're going to do that tonight. And when you do that, does the crowd, I mean, even though it's still a relatively new song, does the crowd just go nuts?
Oh, yeah. It feels like it's already been a number one. I mean,
Oh, wow.
It's and they, it's funny. One of the other reasons why I knew it was going to be special is because I played it out before I'd even ever released it on a record or at iTunes or anything. So I had been playing it out because sometimes it's so cool to play a song and that nobody's literally ever heard before.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are singing it live before you get done singing it that first time, you got something kind of cool on there.
Yeah.
Is that one of the coolest parts of your job is when, the audience is singing along with you?
Well, it is. I mean, that is like the coolest part. But like to extend that, it's kind of one of the funnest parts of this job is, it ain't really a job of that part. When I'm up there singing, that's really not when the job is happening. Because that's my playtime up there. I get to enjoy it so much. But man, getting to watch a song and a crowd respond to a song and grow through its growth, like say on radio or whatever, if it's going up the charts, like watching that happen, and watching the change in the crowd as the song gets bigger and bigger, that's really the most fun, and really hear them singing louder and louder every night.
Yeah. Okay, so you did you have one of those traditional childhood, formations like where, you sang at church and you were in the choir at school? I mean, and then the next thing is that how it started for you?
I mean, it started more because I was in church and my mama and all of her sisters, everybody on that side of my family sang, everybody sang a different part, it was because we grew up from all of our aunts and they even had a gospel trio when they were kids. And
oh gosh.
so just singing, and the only person that played anything was my Aunt Henry, and she played the piano, everybody else just sang around her. And so the bigger the family got with all the youngins and all us cousins and all that stuff, we all were just singing. And so I don't know, every time I saw piano when I was a baby, all the way up till now, or saw anything I could get my hands on to play an instrument or something, I just was enthralled by it. So, like at 2 or 3 years old, my parents didn't have to look for me because they could hear me play tinkering on the piano in the next room,
So when did you know, how old are you when you know, hey, I can make a living with this?
I mean, I was dreaming of it I was writing songs when I was 9 and 10 years old.
Oh, wow.
And I was serious, like as a heart attack about it. I mean, I was serious. And
that girl broke your heart.
Well, I mean, I was recording them. I was figuring out ways to overdub and produce them and play guitar. I taught myself to play guitar from the piano because I wanted to write songs, because I thought that's what everybody did. I thought that George Strait or whatever, obviously he played all the stuff on there and he wrote the song and he produced it and he sang it. And so I just, in my head, my little kid head, that's what I thought. So that's what I started doing.
And it was all fun and games until you picked up the drums, right?
Yeah, I did love it. I did pick up the drums like high school. And now, you know what's crazy? My son is big time into the drums and guitar.
Now, is this the older son, the 14-year-old?
This is my middle son, Riker.
Okay. Okay.
He's only 8, and he jumps on the drums like it's Dave Grohl. I just showed him like one thing. I was like, kick, snare with a hi-hat. And he's like, and he's singing, and he's screaming, and like veins are popping out of his head. I'm like, dang.
He's going to go double bass and go heavy metal.
Yeah, he loves it. But look, it seems like him and Truly are really interested in music. Truly can sing and dance like crazy. She's going to have a voice, I can tell. Riker's already working on his. So.
Yeah. Okay, so, if you've been following this here recently, Tim McGraw fell off the stage. Has Lee Brice ever fell off the stage?
Lee Brice never fell off of no stage. I told whenever Tyler and a couple of them boys just did that stuff last year or two, I was like, they were like, have you ever fell off the stage? I said, no, I'm way too athletic and to fall off the stage. I'm not going to. I keep my eyes open. I mean, I'll probably fall off the stage tonight, right?
Well, somebody said that the reason why Tim fell off the stage was his britches was too tight.
Well,
hey, that could be true if you lose blood to your head. A little lightheaded.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
I don't know how they make jeans too tight for Tim. He's so skinny though.
Dude, that guy is in just incredible shape. I mean,
it's insane. Yeah, he's in better shape now than he was when he was 20 or 30 or 40 even.
Yeah. Well, that's the Louisiana in him. We just got it.
That's the Louisiana.
Who would you like to duet with?
Oh man, I don't know, Garth.
Guaranteed
Maybe.
gold right there. Bam.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I actually wrote a song, a killer, big, awesome, one of the best songs I've written in a long time. It's called Wrong Right. I wrote a song with Ashley McBride, and I'm actually looking forward to, I believe we're going to, I'm going to definitely record it on my record and hopefully she'll come and sing it with me. I mean, we did write it together, so that one feels like it's going to be cool.
Yeah. Okay, so at a Lee Brice concert, one of the things that I've noticed is, I mean, you give it all, man. I mean, you're like drenched, soaking wet with sweat when it's all over with.
He's like, thanks for noticing.
Well, I mean, you're doing everything you can to give people their money's worth. And, with the price of concert tickets these days, I mean, that's something to be said, that you give it all like that. Do you have to like, because we're wrapping things up, will it take you a couple of weeks to just kind of recover and get off the bus mentality? Yeah.
I mean, it would take me a couple of weeks, but it just doesn't happen. I mean, this summer has been crazy. Like gone for a week or two and home for 8 hours, gone for a week or two home. So it's been that way. Now, I will say after this weekend, it slows down to where I could be home for a few days through the week, and have a little bit of like quality time at home, which I've been really looking forward to. But, I really won't have 2 weeks or nothing to catch up. I mean, especially actually when I go home and get my time at home, I swear I get less sleep at home because I got 3 youngins. So
I was just wondering, does your wife already have them lined up when you get there? Okay, I've been telling them for 3 weeks now. The butt whippings were coming.
She got a list.
Yeah, and a big list, and like my truck's ready to go, and they're full up in my truck, and I go, all right, baby, go do what you want to do. I'll take them.
Okay. Darius Rucker was on the show with us here a year or two back. Big South Carolina fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We are we are in LSU country. I couldn't get a Go Tigers out of you.
Why did you giggle?
Well, see, because he knows.
Listen, everybody has a good year.
Yeah. We did. We did.
I mean, if you were in front of me right now.
I mean, you had a great year.
Yeah.
I'm a Tiger as well, though. Just a different kind of Tiger.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So I could say go Tigers all day long.
Okay, I'll buy that. But the thing is in the South, honestly, we are some SEC football freaks, aren't we? I mean, the rest of the country bases their football dumb, if you will, around us.
Football dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. They do. And I mean, it's very serious too. I mean, it's like, but other than, Darius and I can't really have a conversation without pretty much punching each other first and getting that out of the way because we're such rivals.
Guys are so silly.
Yeah, I mean, we can't even begin to talk about other things until we go ahead and get that ribbon out of the way. And so you definitely want to get a Go Tigers out of him. I don't like the colors burgundy and black. You know what I'm saying? I can't even.
Tell us something about tonight. I mean, if you were like hawking tickets, you're out in the front of the Brookshire Grocery Arena, and you were hawking tickets out there. What would you tell people? What is it they cannot miss about this show?
Well, I'll tell you what. Just overall, I think people listen to the radio. And they got some drinking class and parking lot party, but our show just is such a high energy show, and my band is a rock band, and we've been together over 15 years. And so it's we've really come so far, and we put so much into it, and then on top of that, like with Jackson opening up and Michael Ray, it's really been a great tour, and this show has just been, man, we had a great time this summer, and then this past weekend too. We had like record sales and all kind of stuff. So y'all get ready for a party. I mean, you really just come in and ready for energy, even on the stuff that it's like a roller coaster ride to me. I like to bring you way up and bring you way down, and let you go home kind of like, oh, what just happened?
I just had a religious experience. Okay, so what is up? Every one of my girlfriends is drooling over Jackson. I mean, are you seeing that everywhere?
I hope you're not seeing him the same way.
Well, I tell you what, I've fallen in love with him in all kind of ways. He's like this. It's like he was born. He should have been born in the 1800s. And
Really?
when he talks to you, you almost have to like lean in because he's so soft-spoken and kind of quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he gets on the stage, he just this voice just comes out and he becomes a monster. It's so awesome, and it's like he's truly who he is, and like he doesn't hide anything about it. He's not trying to remotely be like anybody else, and I think that's attractive to all kind of people. It's just like I like this guy, and maybe the girls see a little more of that. I don't know.
I'm telling you, they are.
Well, because we're talking about Jackson there, Michael Ray. Mm-hmm. I mean, would you put him as one of the top 10 vocalists in Nashville?
Oh, yeah. He's got the tone of his voice and the roots of his country are just so classic, and there's nothing like his tone. And then he just I don't know if people realize how country and how he was raised, how he grew up. I mean this guy. I mean,
he still got cornbread in his pocket, huh?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the thing. I mean, it's for real. He grew up for real. What he sings about, and even a lot of the what he doesn't sing about yet. And I mean, he really is. He's a salt of the earth and just a country boy to the heart, and he loves it. And just singing wise, he is so great. And then on top of that, he's just such an artist. He's who he is, and I think that's what we tried to keep on this tour, and just having authentic people.
Lee, thank you. We are so looking forward to tonight, and this is the first time we've gotten to hang out with you on the phone, and I'm going to tell you, I mean, you are without a shadow of a doubt one of the kindest, most genuine guys that we've ever hung out with. Amen. And so I want you to know how much we appreciate it.
Even though it's
the wrong
Tigers.
We appreciate y'all. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And
well, at least their quarterback at Clemson had the prettiest hair in all of the country.
He did.
Yeah, he did. And now we're trying to find another one of those.
Hey, did you ever dig deep and get them a new mascot outfit?
Come on.
Dude, you know that is the Wish version.
Tell you something. You come on our Death Valley.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Lee Brice. Tonight, Brooks's Grocery Arena.
Good luck this year.
Hey, anybody can beat Tech, okay?